Hey Steven, how you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good, Todd. What about you, mate?
Doing well, doing well.
He's fucking grand, mate.
What's that?
He's fucking grand.
You fucking what? Grunt?
Grand. Grand.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. Say no more, bro.
What market are you in?
How can I make $10,000?
The one in like A main. I'm at the market A main. It's like near A main. Hello.
Okay. Hey Dennis, how you doing?
Hello, Todd. Wait, is my mic working? Hello?
Yes.
Why did you kick him?
Wait, is my mic working?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. All right, good.
What did I get kicked for?
What market are you in, Dennis?
A main.
A main at the moment.
Okay. Kitten Lover 34, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay. What market are you in?
Possum, what'd you say?
All right. See ya. Belletti, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. What market are you in?
The real estate,
Real estate market? What state?
Indiana.
Are you? Okay. What are you doing there? And are you wholesaling now?
No, I know a little bit about it. I just haven't I got houses, like I have I pretty much have everything I need. I just need somebody who is into it that can just we can share ideas, just motivate me somehow in a way.
Okay. Um, so what are you doing? Are you making calls? What are you doing now to market?
Um, I have my license, so I've been trying to help other people, but I know there are a lot of opportunities in the wholesaling market, and I do see a couple houses around that I could, maybe if I have some investors in Indiana, I could probably help them out. I do know some CMA, know how to do a little bit of CMA um, and I have some calculators worksheet that I could possibly, and they could share with me in order to be able to help me out, get them the best result they're looking for. If that's the case, I'm here to meet people. I'm here to learn, listen, and see if it's going to be a good fit going forward, and continue to be part of the team. So,
Okay, I got you. Well, if you could put your name, cell phone, your market, and your email address in the chat, that would be great. All
okay.
right.
Yes.
Awesome. Eddie, how are you?
Doing good. How are you, Todd?
Good, buddy. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Put everything in the chat, your name, cell, um, email, market, that would be great.
Okay.
Awesome. Hi, Heather. How you doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Cool. I'm getting this technology figured out here.
Peter, do you want to pay for me?
Hi, I'm fine.
Peter, you will.
I'm sorry if I missed something or if you asked me something
Oh, no.
specific. It's like,
No, not at all. What market are you in?
I'm in the Dallas area.
Okay, awesome. I got a couple people. We're starting to do some things in Dallas. I'm in Detroit area, but we're gonna start doing some wholesaling in Dallas. So that's good. Um, Are you new to wholesaling, or have you been doing it for a little bit?
I am new to everything.
Are you? Okay,
I'm
awesome.
working on my learning curve here, very steep.
Okay, awesome.
A new Jamboree.
Oh,
Is it Mojahid?
Yes,
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. What market are you in?
Dearborn.
Okay, awesome. I'm in Detroit, so.
Mhm.
You been wholesaling for a while or something new?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Have you been wholesaling for a while now, or?
No. I'm still like I'm new to this. Like I would like to learn more.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. We'll get started in a minute. Tim, how you doing? Can you hear me, Tim?
I hear you, but I'm trying to figure out where your audio is coming from.
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay, hold on.
Awesome. What market are you in?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Perfect. What market are you in?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay, awesome. Have you been wholesaling for a while?
No, I haven't been wholesaling for a while. I'm trying to learn more about it to see if it's something that I would like to start doing. I know it's one strategy that I've been interested in. I just haven't actually started it yet. I know there's some restrictions here for the state of Illinois about that, so just trying to learn more about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, in Illinois, it's a little bit different. You either got to be a real estate agent, I believe. Yeah, it's a lot different. You can always work virtually in a different state also. A lot of people do that. But
Okay.
it's a little bit different, you know, but if you find a good deal, you'll either partner up with a real estate agent, or you could get a real estate license. And, you know, that might be something you might want to entertain.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know there was a way to wholesale by partnering with the real estate agent. So that's interesting.
Yeah. And then sometimes what people do, matter of fact, I just closed a loan this week, actually Monday, where we got it under contract. We found a buyer, but we had to, on this particular one, instead of just assigning it to the buyer and making a fee, we had to double close it, meaning we had to close it and buy it. And then we turned around 5 minutes later and sold it to the buyer. So it's like an A to B, which we were the B, and then it was a B to C. So it was a double closing. And usually that costs right around, we borrowed the money, they call that transactional funding. And so we went to a source and we got transactional funding. So it's usually right around 1% of the loan amount. So if our deal was like 120,000, I think it was. So it cost us $1,200 to do that, but it was worth it. You know, we borrowed the money real fast. So that's another probably strategy you could use if you're wholesaling. You'll just have to double close it, meaning go get transactional funding and use that to close it in your name or your company name, and then turn around and sell it to your buyer right then and there, you know, within the next 5 minutes.
I see what you're saying. And this transactional money would be money that I would borrow from private money or from banks, or from where?
Usually you borrow it from a individual or private lender, Title companies might have access. Sometimes you could borrow it from the title company might have a separate company that they allow or they use transactional funding or they loan transactional funding. That's how I was able to do this one is you went through my title company. They have an arm that does it. So yeah, it's pretty easy to find. So if it's something, you always put your name, my name and my cell phone and email address is in the chat. If anyone needs it, it's pretty easy to find. I can help you.
Okay, I appreciate that. I am a real estate investor. I just have a duplex right now, but I've been thinking about, doing other types of strategies to build some capital and, be able to buy more properties, add to my portfolio. So
Sure.
I'll go ahead and put my information here in the chat.
Yep. Awesome. Perfect. And use iPhone. How you doing? Use iPhone.
Hello,
Hi, how
I'm
are you?
doing well, thank you.
Awesome. What market are you out of?
I'm just trying to right now. I'm renting in a condo and in a rental I'm living in. But I want to buy a house, so I just want to attend the meeting to get more information.
Okay. That sounds
So
good. Okay, yeah, we could always, this is about wholesaling and things like that, but that's the best way to find the best deal on a house for yourself.
yeah, and I also heard the market is not good right now.
Correct.
Okay,
Not
so
that it's not, I mean, for a buyer or a seller, it's probably better for, maybe you could get a better deal, but the rates are going up, right?
okay.
Yeah, interest rates are going up, so, but it's,
Mhm.
the people that are doing fix and flips, it's gonna be a little tough right now. You're gonna have to, the people that, the investors that are flipping houses and they're still in the middle of their flips, hopefully, the things don't get, too bad because I'm sure they figured the house was gonna be worth a lot more, 2 or 3 months ago when they got the property.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
So do you think what time gonna be the best to buy a house
What state are you in?
in New Jersey?
New Jersey? Okay. Are you have you been pre-approved for a loan?
Yes, I'm working on it.
Okay. Yeah, once you know the amount, the loan amount, that you can get, that would be, I mean, working with the real estate agent is always good. You can maybe find an off-market property or a for sale by owner property and negotiate a better deal for yourself.
Okay.
And as long as you're pre-approved and it's not going to be, take too long to get the deal closed. Usually it takes 30 to 45 days, something like that.
Sale by owner
A
is
for
better.
sale by owner or from a wholesaler, but a lot of wholesale deals you got to be paying. They're asking
What is
for
what
cash.
is a wholesaler? Could
Yeah,
you please
this is
explain?
what this is about. What a wholesaler is, where I'm a wholesaler and I call a homeowner and I get the property under contract for the purchase. To give you an example, I purchase let's say I get a property and we negotiate and I get it for $100,000 and it needs some work, needs some love. And that's why I got a little bit cheaper. And it might be worth 160,000 fixed up. And then I turn around and sell it to an investor for 110,000. And then I assign it to that investor and I make $10,000. So I hope So I
Okay.
wholesaled that property to an investor. I assigned my interest of that contract over to that investor who wants to fix it up and rent it or fix it up and sell it, something like that.
Okay. So wholesaler and real estate agent are similar?
I am a real estate agent, but I wouldn't say we're similar. It's different,
Mhm.
but yeah, because we're not working for the seller. We're more working as an investor. We're working as an investor, and
Oh, okay.
we get it under contract. There's times where I get it for 100 and I buy it. I don't go ahead and assign it to an investor. I just buy it for myself.
Oh, okay.
We're
Oh,
just leaving the agent out of the picture.
I see. Got it.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, I'm totally new in this, so
Yeah.
I'm just learning.
I gotcha. For sure. Yeah, if you want to put your name and cell phone and email address in the chat box, and that you're from New Jersey, and my
Uh-huh.
information's in there too. Feel free to take it down, and if you have any questions, we need
Where
it.
is your information? I don't see it.
It's in the chat.
Let me see.
gotta
I
be
don't see it either.
I think because we joined later on, so like we cannot see
Oh.
the previous chats.
Okay, I'll throw it back in. Now can you see it? I just put it back in.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah,
it.
and I can see it. So what state are you in?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh, you're in Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. JB, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well, thank you. What market are you in?
Oh, well, I'm in New York, but I'm looking into New Jersey.
Okay.
You can hear me, right? Yeah, okay. I'm like a beginner. I haven't even closed on my first deal yet. I just been feeling like my system, like the way that I've been doing things, is kind of rambled and all over the place. So I kind of just been looking for like advice on how do you think I could be a bit more organized? Who do you think I could like, you know, because I've been wanting to tackle on market deals. So I've been told to contact the listing agent in order to get the seller's information and so on and so forth. So like, what do you think I should do?
Yeah, that's that's a strategy a lot of people are doing now. But you wouldn't, the listing agent's not going to give you the seller's information. I could tell you that. I'm a real estate agent. They work for that. But you could always call the listing agents. You look for off-market properties. They have a lot of YouTube and coaching programs around this, but I always reach out to the real estate agents and I tell them, who I am. I say, I'm an investor. I'm looking to buy some houses, and I work with a group of investors also. And I see you have this property here, and I try to negotiate it for a lower amount than what they're asking, and sometimes quite a bit lower, depending on how long it's been on the market, the condition and things like that. And then you got to put an inspection period in there. You could do 10 business days, which gives you an extra like about 14 full days. And you got to go then search for buyers to that would buy it from you at a higher price, so you can make some money.
So this is towards on market, right?
Yeah, that's on market deals. Yeah,
Talk to the real estate.
it takes a minute to get, you got to call a lot of real estate agents, and you got to let them know that, you have a list of buyers. I don't know if you do or not, but
No, actually, I actually don't.
right. So, I mean, the best way I would do, I think the fastest way, and this is just my opinion, is, in the cheapest way is, I call it driving for dollars, where you drive around a neighborhood and you write down every address that looks like it's that hasn't been fixed up in the last 20 years, or there's high grass, a bad roof, bad windows, looks like it might be a rental property. Write those addresses down and then skip trace them, and then make phone calls and call the owners and text the owners and see if they might be interested in a cash offer. That is the best way that I think for someone to start, is just make a lot of phone calls. And they got an app that I actually use it. It's called I use Deal Machine. It's called Deal Machine, and it'll give you the person's name. It'll give you a lot of information on the house, and you can even skip trace it. Like I skip traced 55 right from Deal Machine, 55 addresses, cost like $7. But that's my personal opinion. I think that is a good way. You can always leave notes on their doors, and things like that. That's the best way. But
and the thing about it is, because I wanted to start in New York, but New York is a bit more, it's kind of intimidating, because I do want to exhaust my backyard, but I just don't know how to approach it. What would you also recommend I do for New York?
well, I would recommend you go on Facebook, find the wholesalers, the people that are big in New York, or go to the real estate meetings. I'm sure they have them once a month. I mean, we have about 5 or 6 a month here, and then just start networking with other wholesalers or people that have been doing it for a while. See how you could work with them, or what you could do for them to help them, or go look at the houses, or go on appointments with them and pick their brains. That would be the fastest way, without you paying for a program or getting into a coaching program or something like that. That would be the best way.
Okay, thank you for your advice. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, for sure. Okay, let's see if anyone else I didn't. Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing great. What market are you in?
Like JB, I'm also in New York. And as well, I'm also looking to move towards Jersey, to be able to wholesale. That's my plan.
Okay. Have you been to any meetups in town?
Yes, I actually have. I've attended one real estate association meeting, and it was super cool. Like you said, there was a whole bunch of wholesalers, brokers, hard money lenders, and just a whole bunch of people speaking to each other, passing around business cards, and a lot of the questions that I had as a wholesaler got actually answered. So it was a really good networking opportunity. Yeah. But I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
A couple of the things that I find myself having issues with as a wholesaler in New York, more so is finding off-market deals that seem to be worthy of wholesaling, but a lot of them are just taken up by real estate brokers, or a lot of the buildings are already like in process of getting rehabbed. And one big thing I would say though is understanding my rehab costs. I have so much trouble finding out how much things cost in my particular market.
Sure. Well, there's a couple of things you could do with the rehab cost. When you go to these meetups, and you might find a contractor, or you might know someone that knows some contractors, you could always, maybe when they're doing an estimate or something, you maybe say, hey, man, can I come with you and watch what you do? Maybe ask you a few questions. And that way, when you're walking through a house, you can say, look, if someone needs a kitchen, what is you don't need to be exact. You just got to know a ballpark. Like, what does it normally cost, like, to paint this house, and, or to, put a kitchen in, or a bathroom, or roof, and you just go get a list of everything. How much is a window? Like, I know all that stuff here where I'm at. I figure $400 every time you got to put in a window. A roof, depending on how big the house is, it might be $6,000, it might be $10,000, for a roof and stuff like that. Painting a house, depending on the square footage, I charge like $3 a square foot. So if it's 1,000 square feet, I'm figuring it's $3,000 to paint that house. Stuff like that. You can always talk to other wholesalers. You could talk to and see how they do it, pick their brain, maybe some contractors, go on some appointments, things like that.
Okay. So in the scenario that I do find a good deal to be able to wholesale, because I know the clause is a 10 to 15 day period where you can come back and say, oh no, I don't want the deal. What's your best advice to finding a all cash investor in like a market, in any market?
Well, networking, networking, going on Facebook. They do have some programs that are pretty reasonable where you could find people that paid cash in this. Like, I got a program that if I have a house in a certain area, and that I could find out anyone that paid cash in that within a half a mile radius of my house, that paid cash in the last 6 months, and I could reach out to them. I could go I'm a real estate agent. I go on the market and look for the houses that just sold that were flips, and I find out who sold them, or I call the agents and say, it looks like you're working for an investor that flipped a house. Are they looking for another house? You could reach out to them, to the real estate agent, and ask them, and they might know other people. So it's just getting out there, talking to people, meeting people. You could JV with other real estate agents. I'm sorry, excuse me, other wholesalers that might have been doing this for a while, and they have buyers, and you could work with them, until you figure it out, or you get some more buyers and build your buyers list. You should always be building your buyers list. Look on Facebook. If anyone pitches a deal out in like New Jersey or New York on Facebook, and you get 10 people that say send me the deal, or give me details, or this or that, DM me. Write those people's names down and reach out to them the next day and say, hey, I was just reaching out. It looks like you're an investor, and can you tell me a little bit more what you're looking for? I'm a wholesaler looking for properties. I'd like to show you some properties. You can ask them some questions and put them on your buyers list. So
okay.
It's not going to be a fast thing where you're just going to get a bunch of buyers, but just every day do something. Spend an hour or two every day working on your buyers list.
Okay. One more question. My last question is gonna be, when it comes to hard money lenders, because I know a lot of these fix and flippers, they're shopping around for hard money lenders that can fund their deals and whatnot. I'm thinking in that line, I can start off coming to these all cash investors as a bird dog, driving around for dollars, finding messed up properties that haven't been taken care of. Maybe it's an absentee owner, and make up a list of like whatever their criteria is. So however many bathrooms, however many bedrooms, and then you think that they'll be able to pay me for these lists just to get my foot in the door, because I have to start bringing some value to these investors, these wholesalers. I can't just come up to them, I'm assuming, and be like, hey, I would love to learn everything let me just shadow you for a couple of weeks.
You know what? I got a guy that met me at a meetup recently, like within the last month, and he goes, what can I do for you? How can I work for you for free on the weekends? Every weekend we drive together, and I teach him everything I know. I don't pay him anything. He just asks me questions, and we're going to be doing work. You know, he's going to be doing a little work together for me. So yeah, that would be a good idea. Talk to some wholesalers and say, look, what can I do? You know, what can I do to help you? You know, to find some deals that we could work on together. And then you guys JV on the deals. You know, even if they pay you 15% or 25% or even 50, eventually it's going to be 50% once you're able to get the contract down yourself. But that'll be a quick way to learn, you know, how to do it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think that those are all my questions for now.
Absolutely, for sure. Absolutely. And that's a good point, Yoshi. You could go to realtor.com. It'll also show you recently sold properties and the property history. So you could see if it was bought and relisted in the same year. And if it looks rehabbed in the pictures, you can use that as a way to get agents to reach out, you know, to see if they're investors, or the agents might even have other investors also. So, you know, it's a good way to find some buyers there. And then once you become friends with an agent, like JB was saying, you could say, look, if you have any ugly houses that you don't want to list, they're just too bad, let me know. I got some buyers I could find. You know, I work with a group of investors. So when you're making phone calls or you're talking to homeowners, you should, instead of saying, hi, my name's so-and-so, I'm an investor, you can say, hey, how you doing, man? My name's Todd. I work with a group of investors, and we're looking to buy some more properties here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Really, we're looking to buy quite a few. I was just reaching out regarding your property there on Main Street and just seeing if you're interested in possibly selling. Okay, it's pretty much that simple when you do it. And so that's what I suggest, you know, that you say, you know, that you work with a group of investors. And it's true, right? You know me, you know some other wholesalers and some buyers and things like that. So that's how I would phrase it personally, instead of saying you're an investor, you're the buyer and things like that. All right. But yeah, if everyone, before we jump off this, if you like, if you put in your name, cell phone, email address, and the market you're in, I'll send you a link that'll have my purchase agreement, my assignment agreement. It'll have like some scripts and some other good things that, you know, you could look at and possibly use. Okay. Just type in there. I just put my information in there again, because when you just jump on, you might not see everyone's information. All right. So before we wrap this up, and we got another, what we're going to do after this, it's another business opportunity that we're going to talk about regarding the services. You don't want to miss it if you haven't heard of it before. We're going to start that in a couple of minutes, but is there any other quick questions or a question that someone might have that I could help you with?
Hey, Todd, is there a monthly cost for Deal Machine?
There is. Yes. It's like $97.
Okay, thanks.
I'm actually, what I'm doing, Eddie, is I'm doing the best one. It's pretty expensive, because what I could do with it is I got people like, let's say, Yoshi or Tim or anyone in a different state. I'm doing it with some people in Dallas right now, where they could use my Deal Machine and put in properties. So I could use as many people as I want to use it. I could give it to you, Eddie, and then we could, and what I do is I have people that make the phone calls. They punch in the addresses, I skip trace it, we make phone calls, and then we go ahead and I give them some money. You know, I give them a percentage.
Okay.
But yeah, deal machines is a great thing.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Sure, absolutely.